Welcome to Slash Detroit for Friday, July 26, 2013. Today's episode is brought to you by the Tea Party, who is uniting black and white Americans by reminding us of our genetic superiority over immigrants.
When you learn about breeding, you learn that you cannot breed Secretariat to a donkey and expect to win the Kentucky Derby. You guys have incredible DNA, and don't forget it.
It looks like Charlie LeDuff may have purposefully interfered with the August 6th primary election by recruiting a man named Michael Duggan to run a write-in campaign for mayor. Prior to today, if the intent of the voter was clear but they misspelled Duggan's last name or wrote in Michael instead of Mike, the vote would have counted for Duggan. With two people running write-in campaigns with very similar names, reasonable doubt can creep in and mask the voter's intent should any ambiguity occur. LeDuff has pulled some questionable stunts in the past, but pestering politicians and engaging in slapstick to prove a point were seen as acceptable methods to either getting the truth or at least his message out to the public. This, however, is a story with no moral and has the potential to expose LeDuff as more of a troll and less of a journalist than ever before. But what if Michael Duggan really does have something to say worth listening to? Well, he's 30 and never voted before this election, which is one strike. His campaign material is a blatant parody of Mike Duggan's, strike 2. And for strike 3, there's simply no way to win an election in Detroit without appealing to older black women. If his personal Facebook page is any indication, Duggan has some work to do in that department. He conveys disdain for user-ass black bitches, states that he's just tired of dumb-ass black people, and lets us know that this is a fake-ass city full of clowns. And with that, he sounds about as civic-minded as our resident clown, Charlie LeDuff. The owners of the Pontiac Silverdome and the Penobscot Building have submitted a proposal to Wayne County for a $1 billion development that would include condos and retail and be anchored by a Major League Soccer arena at the site of the Greektown debacle known as the Fail Jail. Company rep Steve Apostolopoulos said the firm's proposed development would replace the two county jails, the Justice Hall, the Juvenile Detention Center, and the former Detroit Police Headquarters. The offer competes with at least 4 others for the same land, including the $500 million mixed-use proposal being put forward by Dan Gilbert that we went over on Wednesday's show. In events, this Saturday, the historic Fort Wayne will host its first music festival. Tickets to Oakaloosa are $45 in advance and $55 at the door. The lineup will play on 2 stages and will include local hip-hoppers Trick Trick, Rose Spit, and Royce the 5'9", local rockers Kaleido and Jessica Hernandez and the Deltas, as well as national acts Bone Thugs and Harmony and Pop Chop Master Girl Talk. If you go, please try to leave our soccer fields in better shape than Orion Fest did to Belle Isle. In sports, 3 out of 4 ain't bad as the Chicago White Sox took the final game of their series against the Tigers 7-4. The Pale Hose battered Justin Verlander to the tune of 11 hits and 7 runs. The Tigers still hold a 3-game lead over the Cleveland Indians and boast the second most prolific offense in the MLB with 509 runs scored.